Hi friends, welcome back to our series of sessions on personality development. Today we shall be discussing on 10 essential life skills which everyone should learn. Every life skill is of great importance that must be taken care of by developing it for the person. The most important life skills may include the number one, self-awareness skills. Self-awareness skill is the ability of the individual to be aware of the emotions that afflict him, identify one's own performance and behavior correctly, and respond to various social situations appropriately. Self-awareness skill also helps a person to know what he feels, as well as understand the behavior and feelings of others, and use his knowledge to make successful and sound decisions. Next one is empathy and sympathy skills. Empathy skill is the person's ability to accurately put himself in someone else's place, to understand the other's feelings, perceptions, and circumstances from their point of view, and to be able to react appropriately to the situation and to communicate that understanding back to other person. Whereas sympathy skill is the person's ability to show a sense of compassion, commiseration, and appreciation for another person and to deal with others' emotional reactions. Third one is the problem solving skills. Problem solving skills refer to the individual's ability to identify and define a problem, generate alternate solutions, evaluate and select the best option, implement the selected option, and solve problems effectively and timely without any hindrance. So that's the quality on the problem solving skills. Then we have the decision making skills. Decision making skills can be defined as the ability of the individual to identify and pass a specific judgment on a situation he was exposed to and choose alternatives based on the values, beliefs, and preferences after studying the various alternatives to him. Every decision making process provides a final choice which may or may not indicate action. Decision making skills help to develop problem solving skills in the following ways: controlling inner sensations, feelings, behavior, and action, as the individual has the ability to make the right decision. Then making the right decision is a success for oneself and is the product of continuous thinking that has given the individual the ability to make decisions. Next one is not being influenced by external pressures when making a decision, no matter how great the challenges are and how strong the external impact is. The inner feeling must be fully of positivity and belief that opportunities still exist and to achieve the goals set. A person must be clear in decision making and he must know what he wants. Otherwise, he will not achieve what he seeks. The next one is the thinking skills, which are defined as the mental activities of an individual that he uses to process information, make sense of experiences, build relationships, solve problems, make decisions, ask questions, and create new ideas or organize information. It is worth noting that thinking is not as a description of one thing, but rather the use of existing information about a particular thing to arrive at something else. And this is called innovation. There are four different types of thinking skills. Analytical thinking skills. Convergent or analytical thinking is an important component of visual thinking that gives one the ability to break complex problems into single and manageable components and solve problems quickly and effectively. Then divergent thinking skills refers to a problem-solving method used to generate creative ideas by exploring a variety of possible solutions in order to find one that works. Divergent thinking usually occurs in a free-flowing, spontaneous, and non-linear fashion. Hence, this conflicts with convergent thinking, which depends on focusing on a limited number of solutions rather than proposing multiple solutions. Next one is creative thinking skills. is the ability to create something new that makes an individual realize the gaps in the missing elements. Look at the things in a new way that has not been previously considered and search for indicators and evidence to fill these gaps and make the necessary adjustments. The characteristic of creative thinking is based on imagination, which requires fantastic imaginational abilities far from surrounding reality and far from logical reason. The final one is critical thinking skills, which is the ability to think clearly and rationally about what to believe and what to do. Critical thinking skill is the ability to distinguish between the truth and fake, opinion and judgment, the ability to engage in independent and reverse thinking and to elicit information, as well as understanding the logical relationship between ideas and knowing logical contradictions and the individual's ability to predict. Next one is communication skills. One of the most important life skills anyone can develop is the skill of communication in a clear and convincing way in front of others. Communication skills are the abilities of a person used when providing and receiving different types of information. Communication skills reflect many benefits for the person as he is more comfortable while making ideas and he is more confident in himself, in addition to attracting people to him. People who are good at talking to others can be creative in many businesses, specifically those related to selling different products, in addition to being able to present ideas and ideologies and influence others through them. Communication skills require continuous training like all other life skills. Next one is interpersonal relationship skills, or what some refer to as interaction skills, social skills, or social competence, are the life skills that a person uses daily to interact and communicate with others individually and in groups. The skill is characterized by the ability to be learned by all people regardless of their educational levels or their personality differences. Interpersonal skills include traits like self-confidence, acting, listening, critical thinking, communication skills, leadership, and delegation. Some important tips to improve your interpersonal skills include: start your day with optimism. Choose to be happy or unhappy, as this is a personal choice. Convince the soul that today will be better than yesterday. Yesterday is past and over, and tomorrow is yet to come. You must occupy your thinking in the day you live and pass this idea on to the people around you in a good manner. Familiarize yourself with pronounced words. This is delightful and increases good relations and kindness, no matter how bad a person's mood is. Accept the attributes and characteristics of others that they have and avoid criticism and complain again and again about what comes out of them. If possible, avoid criticism permanently. Next one is accepting criticism as a life skill. Then the skill of accepting criticism, is the ability of a person to accept constructive criticisms for improvement. Accepting criticism is an important skill in a person's life. It can be difficult for some people to accept criticism from others, but it is important to leave out emotional and sensitive feelings. If one accepts criticism and focuses on the reason for the criticism, he can use it to improve himself and change his strategies to become better. Then is the time management skills. Time management is one of the most important skills for a person, specifically for those who have lots of tasks and things to accomplish. Care must be taken on the most important step to master the skill, which is a commitment to do one task at a time, as multitasking leads to persons being distracted and thus wasting time. Then we have stress management skills, which are defined as the ability that puts one in charge and gives him a sense of control. So it is the ability to control emotions, feelings, and anger towards others. Psychological pressures are defined as a set of external factors that affect an individual in whole or in part, or affect the integrity of his personality. Stress and fatigue lead to physical weakness in humans, so you must have the ability to relax, to get rid any stress or fatigue you may be exposed to. Stress management techniques help boost self-esteem, reduce stress, depression, and anxiety, and improve the overall quality of life. Stress management skills are essential for a person to be healthy and strong. And that's life skills depend on large part of our experiences, and so we can transfer this experience to our new generations in order to learn, preach, and provide additional information to their knowledge. But now we are facing a rapid change in boom and a massive revolution in the field of science and technology, which widens the gap between parents and children, especially with regard to learning and transferring experience to them and achieving the maximum benefit. It is necessary for parents to experience the pressures faced by children and young people. They should not put additional pressure on them and not be surprised by their behaviors that may not coincide with these values. But rather, they must understand the technical development and the modern time in which they live and coexist. They should understand the pressures and challenges the children are going through and seek to find common solutions. So that's all in the life skills today. Hope you have enjoyed it. Practice it. Ultimately, when you start practicing, all these become 10 essential life skills for every one of us should learn. Thank you.